riding down the highway and I just want to talk to myself, and I decided to film it. So I was sitting here listening to my song India Arie Beautiful, and I just started feeling all these emotions, right? And emotions aren't a bad thing. It's just we have to know how to deal with them. So like I was saying on my story on Instagram, Honor Thyself Community, if someone cries, that don't mean that they're sad or down. People cry because they're happy. People cry because they're mad. Crying, to me, signifies just a release, right? But so, and I just whenever I have so many emotions and stuff, sometimes I get to that point where I want to cry. I've cried and I've been depressed when crying. I know the difference, okay? Trust me, I know the difference. I've suffered from depression for a while, okay? But I know how to deal with depression now because I came into certain awareness. And I'm not gonna hold you, like, there's somebody called Nature Boy, and I don't give a fuck. Like, this man, introduced me to a certain awareness that has helped me on my self-development journey. And I can never just be down for so long. I don't think I will suffer for depression will be is a choice at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? When you know something, it's hard to unknow it. So you can act like you don't know the truth, but when you know the truth, it's like, damn, I'm choosing to be depressed for a certain reason. Like, and I'm not gonna hold you. The last time when I got down into depression, after coming into the awareness, I had to come, like, once you know something, right? You can have a knowing of something, but that don't mean that you feelized it. And I like that word feelized because it's more like internalized it. It's more like you can read something from a book, but until you actually put it into action, then you really know it. It's a different knowing when you're putting things into action. So as I get depressed after coming into this awareness that you can choose, like, you can deal with your emotions how you want. You can find different perspectives that will allow your mind and your body to go into different forms of vibration. Depression is a vibration. It's an emotion. It's an energy and motion. And how we deal with those is up to ourselves. And sometimes we don't have the answer. Sometimes we can't reach that perspective. But if you have the desire and you have the knowledge that you can get another perspective and that can get you into a better vibration or make you happy or get you, out of depression, then you will seek that. You will seek that understanding. And so at the end of the day, if there's a problem, you can find a solution. No matter if you don't have it right in that moment, if you desire to find that, that's what helps you get out of your, like, that dark space. If you desire to want to do, better, or if you don't want to be sad, you want to be happy, you have that desire to be happy, trust me, you keep finding your happiness, and it will find you. Keep looking for your happiness, searching for your happiness, and it will find you. Okay? It's called something where you match the vibration of what you want. Okay? So anyways, I was going to a depression at one point, and I actually I went so deep that I felt comfortable being like that. And I was like, you know what? I feel good. I feel good being depressed. I feel good crying. I feel good being down in this dark space. I think I want to stay in this dark space. But my humanitarian, that Aquarius in me, is just like, look, no, like, that's not the solution. So I can't tell other people to do that because a lot of people do not have the mind that I have. And when they get into that dark space, they kill themselves. Okay? They off themselves. So I knew that I always wanted to be the change. This is another thing. I love be the change you want to see. And that only resonates with certain people. Certain people only resonate with these things. So it's like, be the change you want to see. And many people are like, no, I'm just going to be me. And that's fine. But that resonates with me because I want to bring forth change into the world. And knowing that I used to think, oh, I'm here to change the world. I can't change the world, but I can change me, and that can help change the world, okay? So, at one point I was like, but I was like, no, I can't preach this. I can't let people know it's okay to be depressed and all that type of stuff because other people will get into that space, and it's deep. So yeah, I had to come to my senses, come to my solutions, and be like, no, that's not okay. But yeah, it was feeling good, and I can choose to do that because I'm strong enough to do that without killing myself. But if I want to be the change, if I want to be a light into this world, I can't be in a dark space. So I have to come up out of that. But I say that to say, many people, when they're in that dark space, they actually come up with a lot of creativity and a lot of music that is, that touches the world, was created in dark spaces. So I think I went to that vibration of feeling okay being in that dark space because it can be a creative space. The darkness is creative, okay? And but I'm not ready to speak on that because I don't feel like people are ready for that. They're not ready to be like, okay, embrace the darkness, all right? Because there's certain things that people don't want to face, and that darkness can be scary. There'll be some boogeymans in your mind now. Some boogeymans in your mind, and you be scared, and it will put you in a certain vibration. You have to know how to deal with it. And that goes back to what we're saying about energy and motion, or emotions. We have to learn how to deal with these emotions. I don't like how we've been taught sadness is. I don't like how we've been taught what crying means and all that shit. No, it's more than that. And we have to learn how to deal with these energies. Anyways, I was listening to my song Beautiful, and I was just like, look, I'm sitting there, and this bus was in front of me, and this older black woman was just pointing her finger and just looking at me. I envision it like this: you looking at me and you're saying like, you did that, like I'm grateful for you, like, look how we're living, you actually made it happen, like it's changed my life, and I'm so, what I'm saying? Oh. And I don't need no praise. I don't need no egotistical shit. But I'm gonna be real with you. Like, a lot of people that I have attracted, they try to speak to my ego. And it's interesting because even in my astrology, I can let go of my ego. So I'm not attached to my sense of self or what I think I am and all this type of stuff about me. But I have attracted people that naturally love to feed my ego. And I question it sometimes. I'm like, what are you trying to butter me up? But it's a natural thing in many people that I have attracted. And it may last, whatever, this and that, and they may move on to a different journey. They may want to get mad, whatever, or expect things or project things onto me. But I've attracted a lot of people that speak to me, speak that power into me. They see my greatness, they see my potential, and I'm grateful for that. And I know that a lot of people in my community will have that same energy. And of course, I like to hear like, oh, okay, like, yeah, you made some shit happen, but ultimately, I like to see the faces of the people that's going to be in my community, that's going to be like, damn, like they gonna have that energy of that vibration of gratitude in them, and they're just gonna be like, what? Like, I'm so grateful to be here. Like, every single day we waking up, we doing this, we doing that, and I love to do this. Like, this feeds me. What you do in our community is gonna feed you every day. You're like, I would want to do this more so than anything else. And this is interesting because I went to that feeling, but it was in a cult. And I don't say that in a bad way. Like, a lot of people take the cult shit in a bad way. Like, no, like, this is a little bit different though, because I don't need, a lot of cults have a leader and you're supposed to, be all with them. I'm not that. We are all leaders. Everybody needs to be a leader. Yes, I'm the visionary for Under Thyself community, and I'm creating a vision here, and it is what it is, and I'm gonna see it my way. But I'm not. I'm a great leader. I'm a great leader. I take other people's opinions. I let people, add on to it. And I said this a while back, and I look at it like this. If I have a blank canvas, I'm painting on it. I may not have a full picture. You may be able to come up and put some flowers here and a sun there and a thing here and make it better. And I'm not going to be like, no, because I didn't come up with that. Or, oh, you need to stay in your place and I'm the leader of this shit. Nah. When I say I'm the leader of this, that means I'm the visionary of this. I'm the one that's bringing this together to light. Like, I have it in my mind. And it's not about me, because anybody could get this. I went to somebody that I thought had a vision. Okay? And he does. And I'm never giving up on him. He's going to do whatever he do. But our visions are slightly different. So I know that I can sit there and I can have someone else lead. And even in our community, many people lead in their own ways. But I know that I'm not that leader that says I know everything. I'm not that leader that says I make all the decisions. I'm a different type of leader. So I don't need that. I don't need that type of affirmation in my reality. I don't need, I'm not like that. I like to hear other people. I know many people I know a homeless person could teach me how to buy a house. I know that. So that's my belief system. This is where I'm coming from. Okay? So I just feel like I have what it takes. I am a great leader. I'm a great leader. And yes, I'm a leader. And if I say I am the leader, I mean I'm the visionary. And the only reason I have to establish that is when somebody else is trying to come in and change things in a way that is not conducive to the vision. Smelling your balls and all this type of stuff and trying, because some people, and as a leader, you got to know not everybody has good intentions. You got to know not everybody is good with their ego. They may see you doing something and feel like they could do it better. Baby, go do it better. I want you to do it better, but not here. You're not going to take my shit and mess it up. You're not going to take my shit and run into the ground because you have a motherfucking ego issue. I want people around me to honor themselves, love themselves, know themselves, and be respectful. You're an honorable person that honors themselves. And part of being honorable is to not try to take over somebody's shit or mess up somebody's shit or anything like that. I've built things with people, and I didn't try to destroy it before I left. I left to say, I hope you keep it going. I ain't trying to say, well, we created this together, so it's mine, and I want how and all that shit. I'll go build my own shit. But now, since I'm building my own, of course ain't nobody about to come in here and try to change some shit up or make it something that it's not. That's the thing. You're not going to make it something that it's not. But if you make it something that is and better, and you can come in and do shit better than me, you can organize the shit better than me, please do it. I want you to do it. I need you to do it, baby. I know people have that stamp on them. They're supposed to be with me. So I'm not ignorant. That's the thing. Like, I have so much balance, and this is not to, and when I say this, it doesn't make me feel like my ego, I'm building myself up and do. It's just being real. Like, I'm totally being real with myself. It ain't, I don't try to pump myself and make me feel good. I know I'm the shit. Like, I know who I am. I know myself. So it's not about pumping myself or making me feel good or nothing like that. It's about being real. You're a great leader. You have a great heart. It ain't about, what I inspire. I want to be a great leader. I wish I was. You know what? I just want to see myself as this. No, I'm with evidence. I'm a great leader. Period. And it's so beautiful when you're able to say something, mean it, and mean it from a humble space. It's a humbleness in my heart when I say who I am. Like, I'm grateful to have this. And I know it's not me. That's the same. I'm not egotistical. When I say this, I'm saying it like, damn, these are the qualities that the Most High, that God gave me. And I'm just acknowledging the qualities that God gave me. I'm not trying to become these qualities. I'm not trying to do something I'm not. I'm not trying to tell myself I'm something that I'm not. I'm just honoring the qualities that God gave me. So I think that my thought process is in alignment with a great leader. I do. And if I wasn't, I would be honest with that. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, if I wasn't a great leader, I would be honest with that. There's certain things I'm not good at, even in leadership. And I accept that. And in those things I may try to be. But if I can't, if it ain't working, if somebody else can do it better, I want them to do it. Because I'm a good leader. And that's what good leaders do. They don't get intimidated because somebody knows how to do something better than them. They're like, well, how the hell can we work together? How can I get you on our team? How can we be a team? How can I learn from you? And I feel like that's beautiful qualities that I have. How can I learn from you? I know how to humble myself. I know how to lead and I know how to follow. I know how to lead and I know how to follow in a balanced setting. And I'm always learning, so I'm never ever going to act like I don't have room to grow. I have room to grow. But those qualities and those intentions is what I'm looking at within myself, and I'm good. So I'm asking the universe, I'm asking God to lead me, guide me. Allow me to do right with the power that you give me. Allow us to make this happen, because I know this is going to change many people's lives, especially the children. When it comes to the future generation, I want them to change when I'm not here. I want to be old as fuck, looking at these kids like, damn, look at y'all taking on what we built. Y'all making it happen. Do you understand where I came from? Right now, I'm going through shit right now where I'm feeling down about this fucking system. And since a young little girl, I've always felt a way about this fucking system. I dropped out and let me take that back. And I'm not even gonna go into that. I left school early. Because I have a problem with the fucking system. Since a youngin', since I can't even understand my problem. I couldn't even understand what it was that was going through me. I've always had. Now I'm not against the system either though. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. The system falling because it's falling, not because I wanted to. The system falling because they're losing trust. The system falling because that's what systems do. After a certain amount of time, if they're not built on a certain foundation, the system will fall. And that's what it is. Not just because I want it to. I don't give a fuck if it falls. What I want to do is create our own system, our own way of life, our own way of raising our children and educating our children. And it may not look like it should look when it comes to 100 years from now or whatever, but it looks like the beginning of a fucking system being built. So when I speak against the system, this is only inspiration and motivation from the Most High to push me to make my own, create my own. So right now, when it comes to this justice system, supposed whatever, we'll call it criminal system, because there are the people that run the system, the criminal, the justice, whatever, they're criminals too. They're doing fuck shit too. Funny, they sell drugs and then go lock up the people. They go lock up the people that's selling drugs. They take the drugs and then they sell them themselves. Y'all both drug dealers. Let me drink some water. So, my thing is, I'm aggravated with how the system is doing our people. And guess what? I'm not totally against it. But what I'm saying is I want to create our own justice system. Our own way of correcting our people. Okay? So that we can make sure our people are progressing. My little brother got out of jail. They don't give a fuck what you do. They want you to go back to jail. And yes, people know right from wrong. People make their own decisions. But when it comes to the education of our people, when it comes to the media, what we feed the people, when it comes to the food for thought, and the food for our mind, and the food for our body, and all that type of shit, I want us to be intentional about what we do for our people. Because for one, this system don't give a fuck. They making money off of it from the beginning. Since slavery, before slavery, all that shit. It's always been about gains. Okay? They don't care about our people. Put some dumb shit in our minds. Don't feed us the right foods. Put some shit in the food. And okay, at the end of the day, yes, we can do things for ourselves to change and be better while in the system. But it's not even just the jail system. It's not even just media. It's just this system is falling because it's falling. It's supposed to fall. It's the school systems. It's falling because it's failed. It's okay. It may have done its due. Like, it may have done its due diligence. Whatever. At a certain point, yeah, it helps. It helps in certain people. It helps certain ways. It helps people. But for my people, this isn't going to cut it. We want better quality life. We want better for our children. I don't want to have to take your tests. Fuck your tests. Fuck your school. We can create our own. And yeah, we'll learn a little bit about the English or whatever because we're in America. We're from America. We'll learn certain shit. America has the biggest motherfucking currency. For now. But trust me, you may think it's not falling. It's falling because the lack of trust. Because they're like, damn, what the fuck am I being charged for? Don't get it twisted. There's other systems around the world that are way worse than America. Way worse. Okay? But what's wrong with wanting better? Even if the system is okay and it's not falling and it's good and it helps people do and all the good stuff you can look at about the system, what's wrong with us wanting better? Wanting something different? What the fuck? All the criminal shit, the organ harvesting in the hospitals, people manipulating the damn doctors, manipulating patients to take their fucking organs. And yeah, you can say, well, the people, they save people too. Yeah, that's cool. And I see the duality. I see the good and the bad. But what's wrong with us wanting to do for our own people? In small increments. What the fuck is wrong with that? Hospitals getting mad because you want to be getting herbs and you want to have a different diet. They taking your kids because, oh, this is a little deficiency here and you're vegan. But if you're not vegan and you have a deficiency, then they're going to help. Like, what the fuck is going on? What about the school system, the fucking healthcare system? All these systems are being questioned. Are being side-eyed. No, I'm serious. Like, there's a good and a bad, yeah. But I don't accept it. I don't care how much good there is. The bad still can outweigh the good, even if the bad is smaller than the good. Because it caused a significance. You know how many generations? There's families that have generations of deficiencies. Generations of medical, you know, medical diagnosing is like the third lead cause of death. They're gonna tell you, oh, they died from a heart attack, but they don't say the medicine for some other shit causes the heart attack. Okay? And okay, they may know how to put a band-aid on shit. They may have sacrifice many motherfucking bodies to be able to do surgeries and to understand certain shit and give us a certain knowledge. Look, I see the good. And I'm not here to make the system, help the system fall and all this shit. I'm just here to motherfucking do my own thing. And I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And while the system is falling, I'm going to utilize the motherfucking system. I'm going to utilize the system. And people will say, oh, that's powering the system still. That system is falling. I'm telling you. Many people around the world is questioning this shit. Many people around the world is losing trust. And you know, what's another word for that? It's just like you're just losing trust in the ability. You're just questioning it, like, why is it like this? Couldn't it have been done better?